Welcome back everyone. Today I'm going to review Life's Amazing Secrets by Gaur Gopal. This is a philosophical self-help book which is also spiritual in a kind because it's written by a monk. So he has also tried to blend spirituality into self-help in that way. Now the author of the book is Gaur Gopal. He's a monk and he is quite famous for his YouTube videos and a lot of learnings that he shares in these YouTube videos are they resonate with a lot of people, and that is why a lot of people follow him. The book is a self-help book, and the book has a story going which makes it more interesting. There's a story of a person called Harry, and in the starting of the book, Harry and Gaur Gopal are traveling somewhere in Mumbai and are stuck in traffic, as happens in Mumbai. And during that period of travel and going to his house, there are a lot of things that Harry talks about with Gaur Gopal and Gaur Gopal answers a lot of queries that he asks. And when he reaches their house, it seems like that they are the perfect couple. They host him very well, and the food made is like great, and it looks like a very happy family. But that is not so. In this way, he tries to, with the help of this story, he tries to make a lot of lessons learned to us, that just because we seem happy doesn't mean that we are happy. Just because people are like pretending to be happy in a marriage, they are not happy. There may be other problems that everybody has their own struggles in their personal lives. This person, Harry, is a very rich man. He drives very luxurious car, lives in a great flat in Mumbai, where the property is so expensive, but still he is not happy with his life, as so many people are not. He tries to make this point also, that money is not equal to happiness, and also then with the help of this metaphor of car, he also tries to say that just like a car has four wheels, akin to that, our life also runs on four wheels. The first wheel is our personal life, the second is our relationships with people, third is our work life, and fourth is the social contribution that we make to the world. I'll not be delving very deep into all of these, but a little some of the lessons learned here and there I'll be sharing, because you see these such self-help books, such spiritual books, they teach us a lot if we read them in full, because they have their own vibe, and I certainly would not be able to make that vibe for you. So the personal life, in this chapter the author mostly talks about happiness, because personal life, if we are happy, if we are content, that means that our personal life is going well. Now, how that personal life goes well also depends on the other three wheels, that is our relationships. Now, in relationships, he talks about one great quote. He says, I'm paraphrasing him, that the letters in words sword and words are the same. Now, how we arrange them and how we use them makes all the difference. He says that a sword can also hurt someone, and the words that we use for someone also can hurt someone. So he makes this point that the kind of words that we use in our relationships are going to make all the difference. We have to be able to think before we say something, and we also should not be and if some conflict arises, it should be that we separate that conflict from the person. The person with whom we have the conflict is not the problem, but there is a problem. Just see it like there is a problem and then solve it. Do not take things personally very much. We have to be able to see that the problem exists, but the person that we like, that we have friendship with, exists beyond that problem as well. So our focus should be that not that person is the problem for us, but that there is a problem and that has to be solved. Now, the third thing is work life. In work life, he talks about how we compare ourselves with other people, and try to be better than them, rather than being better than ourselves that we were yesterday. So this very basic thing that he talks about, that we should be competing with ourselves, that the ourselves that we were in the past, and how much have we grown today, that thing. And also he borrows a lot of concepts from Ikigai, and I have not read that book, so I would not be able to comment a lot about that. But I can say that he sure makes lots of points about how to grow in our work life. And also Ikigai basically is that there are four things. Now these four things are broadly what he talks about in the book, that personal life, relationships, and work life, and social contribution, what, and then finding something that that you like to do, that can pay you, and that give you a lot of satisfaction, and finding that thing, and growing in that. Because if you like something, for example, say if I like to do book reviews, and I start to get paid for it, and I become financially independent, then what would be better for me than that? I'd always be happy, at least with my work life, because I love to do that work. So in this way, he talks about the concepts of Ikigai, and also gives a workbook in the end of the book. And the fourth wheel is the social contribution. So he makes this distinction between selfish attitude of ours and the selfless attitude of ours. He makes this distinction with the help of an ice cream and a candle. He says that we try to have an ice cream before it melts, right? But a candle tries to give out light to others before it melts. So here this is a selfish attitude, and this is the selfless attitude. So this was my book review for this book, Life's Amazing Secrets by Gaur Gopal. Next week I'll try to review an amazing book. It's called Before Memory Fades by Falias Nariman. Now Mr. Nariman is a senior advocate at the Supreme Court of India, and is one of the now oldest advocates and the most respected advocates who's still alive in the country. I have special interest in law, and I wanted to review and summarize his biography in a way that it would be really helpful for someone who does not have the time to read his biography but still wants to know about this book. So I am just I'm just hopeful that I be able to take out a lot of time, because I read it at least a year ago. I'll have to go through the whole book again, not reading every word and stuff, but every word, but I'll still have to go through it broadly, because he tells lots of anecdotes about Bharat gas tragedy, also about emergency, and so many other cases. He tells lots of funny things about so many judges, many funny episodes. So see you next week. Hopefully I'll be reviewing Before Memory Fades by Falias Nariman next week. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe.